I'm Dineru reporting on finance matters. From 1997 to 2008, the financial crisis that developed in USA and finally spread across to many countries had impacted the economy of the nation. With the financial crisis, each week brought new twists and turns to the different industries and the lives of people. Singapore was not directly hit but suffered the spillover effects of the economic slowdown among its regional neighbors and fell into the recession in the second half of 1998. Today, we are going to gain perspectives from people from different walks of life. We have with us today Mr. Francis Fu, Principal of Chua Primary School. Good afternoon, Mr. Fu.
Good afternoon.
In what way did the financial crisis affect the budget for our education system?
Okay, the government is also an investor. So the government, when there was a financial crisis, the government also was affected by the crisis, and investments were affected. And once the investments were affected, the government therefore had less to give in the budget to the ministries. And as a result, of course, the Ministry of Education also had its budget cut. And subsequently, of course, schools also have our budget cut because of the financial crisis.
Okay. What did the school do to help the students who needed financial aid?
We have quite a number of funds to help our students who were in financial need. One of the major funds is the Financial Assistance Scheme, which helps students in terms of their school fees, in terms of textbooks, in terms of uniform. Right? We also have what we call the Breakfast Fund, which helps children in terms of pocket money for breakfast and for lunch. And over and above that, of course, schools have what we call Opportunity Fund, which is used to help children not lose out in terms of enrichment programs, in terms of overseas trips and so on. So we do have a lot of support from the government as well as charitable organizations outside.
Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
Today, I'm honored to have Madam Nora to share her opinions with us. How do you think Singapore managed to cope with the financial crisis?
I believe that Singapore has coped very well with this financial crisis as compared to other countries in the world, especially when we compare us against our Asian neighbours. And this is largely due to the fact that Singapore has sound economic policies.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to interview Mr. Jacky Chow, who is the Director of Finance in the unique Global Union Asia Pacific Regional Organization. Mr. Priyalal, so did the bankruptcy of any bank affect you during the financial crisis?
Yes, since we work for a global union federation, some of our members working in the European and the North American banks, the banks were bankrupt, and some of them they were retrenched, and many of them they lost their jobs.
So why did the workers there get retrenched?
The thing is this, the banking industry was booming. They had a lot of business, and unexpectedly they had invested in certain industries where there were no returns, like in the property sector. So the property prices went up, and all of a sudden those who borrowed, they couldn't repay, and therefore the banks were incurring losses. In order to cut down losses, they had to retrench staff to reduce their overhead expenditure.
Okay, so thank you for your time.
Thank you. You're welcome.
By early 1999, Singapore was already showing signs of recovery. By 2010, the economic growth was forecasted to be 13 to 15%, outstripping many regional countries. The contributing factors were the strong trade growth of Asian economies, financial sectors improving, and higher domestic exports of pharmaceuticals, petrochemicals, and specialized machinery. The financial crisis has definitely taught us to take a step and make a difference for society and for our future. With that, this is Dineru, signing off from Finance Matters.